Hare Krishna, everyone. Today, I'm going to share as to how to install Bhaktivedanta Vedabase 2019 on the Mac machines. Uh, it includes both the Intel versions as well as M1 and M2 series of chipsets. This process I've seen working very nicely on the earlier Macs like MacBook Air 2015, MacBook Air 2017, even the iMac 2015, 2017. And I've also heard a feedback whereby it worked nicely on Mac Mini M1. So today I'm going to show you how to install it on my MacBook Air M2 2022 model having an M2 chip. So let's proceed. Well, one more thing, this process which I'm going to explain, I think this is more like a universal process, and all the devotees, or especially having a little tech background, they can understand and they can further use the same process for whatever comes next from the Apple. So let's go ahead. So this is a folder I've kept with all the working files here, certain notes I'm having. So first of all, we need to download the software. So this is the link, copy it, paste it, that's it. This is the Bhaktivedanta Archives page here. We go down, and under the download software we go to Vedabase 2019 Windows with program. So a Google Drive page opens up. We can simply click here and download the whole thing. I've already downloaded it, so it shows here the Vedabase. The zip file will get downloaded. Double click it to unlock, so unzip it, and these are the content of the particular folder which we get. There's some installation procedure. You can see a PDF file which applies more to the Windows rather than Mac, but still it's useful because we have to use almost the same thing in Mac also. So there's a exe file having a 54.1 MB here. Now let's go to the next step. Next step is we have to download the WineSkin Winery. Here's the link. We go here, copy it, we paste it. In the page that opens up, we go a little down, and you can leave all the technicalities here and simply go to download WineSkin Winery version 1.8.4.2. it get downloaded. The extension is .txc. So as I've already downloaded it, so this is the file. You, as soon as you double click it, it will unzip itself. This is just a second way file with the same name. I just delete it. So this is the file you get. If you kind of select it, you'll see it's a version 1.8.4.2 over here. So this is what we are interested in. Now we go to, we click on the WineSkin Winery. And we have to install an engine as well as a wrapper over here. So let's first install the engine. So this is the most latest one. So we select it, we say download and install. It's going to take some time. It is going to take some time, even though I have a good internet connection, but that's how it is. So it took me around 4 to 5 minutes to download it. we can see the install engines. And now this is appearing under the name install engines here. Now we need to update the wrapper. Update WineSkin 2.9.1.5. we just click here. Again, it's going to take some time, but this one is faster. Okay, so now we have both the install engine as well as the wrapper. The next process would be to create a blank wrapper. So let's click over here. So this is the name of the app which we want to see on our computer. So let's call it Vedabase 2019, and we just click over here. Now even after you click, this is going to take some time and it may appear like nothing is happening, but it's doing its work in the background. So we need to be patient and just observe. So it is giving me a success message that the wrapper creation finished, and it's in my users Naveen, that's my name, applications WineSkin, and I can click view wrapper in Finder. If I click it here, so you can see the path is Naveen, applications, WineSkin, Vedabase. Okay, so we have successfully installed the wrapper. So the next step would be to install our application Vedabase on it. So this is our wrapper here, the applications WineSkin. Right click on it and click on show package contents. Go to WineSkin. Again right click it or just open it basically. Now we have to install software. Choose setup executable file, and this one we are going to go to the same folder, Vedabase 2019 Windows with program, and then we choose Vedabase 19 with program.exe and we click choose. Allow it. Actually we can close this one, WineSkin Winery, the earlier one. So this is asking me to unpack all the files to this folder on the desktop. It's going to put the files here, but I'm thinking that instead of putting it here, I can go to the C drive and put it there instead. Let's see what happened to that. So this was drive C, and we got all the fonts, install.exe, NFO files, and we can see it's a big size here, which includes all the database. Okay, so we got everything over here. So this was pretty much what I understand is this file over here, the exe file, was nothing but it included all the important files that need to be used for installation. So by running it, we just kind of unzipped it in one sense. We can also see that if we go here and see the installation, it says all the files and folders, fonts, NFO, pack, install, they need to be in the root or drive C. So that is what we have done here. So now that we have got it here in the drive C, which is part of the wrapper that we created, now we need to run this exe file to install. This is something related to Winamp. For the audio files, we can pretty much ignore it. The program is so we can install.exe and we click on OK. Okay, so we need to run this install.exe, which is in drive C under the wrapper. I'll again show you Naveen, applications, WineSkin, Vedabase, click show package contents, and this is drive C, and all these different folders and file, the installation file has come here. Now we need to execute this install.exe so that the Bhaktivedanta Vedabase can get installed. So we again click on WineSkin, open it up, click on install software, choose executable, and go to WineSkin. Now the problem is because we were right clicking on it to see the package content, which we cannot just do it when we browse for a particular file. So we are kind of stuck up here. So let's see what we can do here. So on the WineSkin, this particular thing, we click on advanced. So it's automatically showing it here, C drive install.exe. If it doesn't show, you can just type it up. And now we can click on install software. And looks like nothing happened. So we leave it. But what we can do is we can click on test run. So basically by clicking on test run, what we have done is we have we just got a problem over here. Just quit it. There's no Windows program configured to open this type of file, just ignore it. So there's some WAV file over here, we can just ignore it, and we just go ahead with installation. Next, accept. You can write anything. Complete. Next. We don't want Winamp. I'll probably cancel it. I don't need it. Whoever need it can install it. I'm not sure it will work or not. Click OK to continue or cancel if you wish to reboot later. I'll say OK. So our work is done. Let's see what happened. So we go to C drive and we can see a folder has got created, Bhaktivedanta Vedabase 2003. That means installation has taken place and all the files and folders are there. The NFO files are there. Now the next step would be to set the wrapper in such a way so that we can run it. For doing that, sorry, for doing that we go to advanced, and uh, we need to copy this particular text over there. C drive Bhaktivedanta Vedabase 2003 views.exe, which is the actual executable file that runs, and in the NFO pickup vb2019.s shadow file. So before we do that, we also are supposed to rename our files to vb2019 so that it can pick it from there. So we go to NFO and we click here vb2019.nfo, and we'll also rename the shadow file database 2019.htw. Okay, so both files are there now. Go back this place. Okay, and I also happen to have this folder where I put some instruction earlier. Okay, we have to also put this okay, sounds good. And I'll also try to put icon over here, browse desktop, the folder I had icon file, Prabhupada, choose it, and that's it, and I test run it to see what happens. Oh, it's opening up, and as you can see, it's opened up. Of course the fonts and everything is small, we can adjust it later on, but this is working properly. Okay, we can quit it for the time being, and now let's see if it opens up. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to go back. This is the Vedabase 2019. I should be able to click it and the Vedabase should open up. Okay, so it is working. The next step should be to, properly put an icon there. It didn't work. The icon file which we chose earlier in the WineSkin application, it didn't pick it up. So we just right click on it, go to get info, and similarly, okay, showing there, it already picked up. In case it doesn't pick up, there's a very small simple process. You just open this file, you open this icon file, again get info, and all you need to do is simply drag this icon over here and it picks up this icon. You can actually put any icon over there for that matter, but this does our job. So in the application WineSkin 2019, we got this Vedabase over there. I can drag it down to wherever I want to run it later on, and I just try to check if it's working. So it's working fine. The next step would be to set the fonts as well as put a Unicode copying feature in it. I'll just show you that. So if you see, for the font, I have this particular instructions from some devotee. We can change the font to 14 and reduce the zoom. 14 is the size of the font and 130 is the zoom. And we are also supposed to, we can also do it if we go to the WineSkin advanced config utility. Graphics 144 dpi is better, and drop the zoom to 108. So I'm going to try doing that. So how to do that? Okay, again we click here, right click, show package contents, go to WineSkin, go to advanced, under the tools you go to config utility, and under the config utility, if you see graphics over here, so instead of 196 dpi, I'll put 144 over here and apply it. Right, so, and just close the tool just to check if it has got implemented. Looks like it has got implemented. So okay, now it's worked. We go back, check the, anyway I can do it from here also. Let's see if it has some impact. Doesn't look like no, that was related to the graphics actually, not to the fonts. For fonts we have to go to the tools, options, and we can do the size 14 and zoom 108 or whatever you feel works for you. Click it, and I think this is pretty much, for me it works fine. Somebody wants to have a bigger font, they can do that, or zoom, whatever. But anyway, it works fine. The diacritics are getting shown properly, everything is fine. So the next step would be how to install the Unicode. I mean, what it means is, let's say if I copy this text and I try to paste it over here, you can see all the diacritics are not coming properly. See, this is not coming properly, this is not coming properly, so we need to fix it up. So how to do that? First of all, we quit the Vedabase and we go back to the browser, whereby we had clicked this particular link earlier, but now you click on this one, Vedabase 2019 Windows, click on it, and then you go to something called Unicode buttons and download this folder. There's an instruction over here, you can follow that also, or you can keep watching the video to how to do it. So I've already downloaded it, so I go here, this is the folder. So as the process suggests, so basically this Unicode file, I'll just I need to rename it to fcobj4.dll. Okay, so this is the file. Mind the the capitalization and all that. F is capital, O is capital, so just put it like that. So this is the file. Now we need to go back to the Vedabase 2019, right click, show package contents, go to C drive and go to Vedabase, find the file fcobj4. Okay, this is the file. change it and name it to old, just that we are saving it in case we need it later on for some, reverting back. Just name it old. Okay, and we copy paste this particular file over here. So you can see there's the new file and there's the old file, so both should be there. After doing it, we again go back to Vedabase, open it up. Now we go to the tools, we go to options. Sorry, I did wrong. We go to customize, and in the customize you can see this Vedabase extension version 3 has appeared. You click on it and you'll see this various icons: copy with diacritics, copy with reference, copy without, with reference, and we are interested in Unicode. Unicode let you copy into other programs with all the diacritics over there. So we just click on it, drag it over here. Let's say we click on it, we drag it over here. So this is with reference, this is without reference. Okay, so let's do this. So now let's open something. So I copy this one, and click on Unicode. Now we go back to our file and you can see all the diacritics are coming properly. And if I select it, click on with reference, Unicode with reference. If I go and paste it, it will give me the reference also, BG 1.1, Bhagavad Gita 1.1. That's how to add the Unicode feature. You can also add keyboard shortcut to this. So basically, I'll show you again. Go to customize, go to keyboard, click on the command category, click on Vedabase extension 3, and we have this copy with Unicode. We select it and we assign a key. Let's say I'm assigning command plus C. Okay, I'm supposed to do it here, command plus C. Okay, saying control plus C is currently assigned to copy. Of course, I'm reassigning it, so I say assign. So control plus C. Actually I pressed the command, but it is picking it up as control. But let's see which one works. And I would say copy with Unicode with reference, I'll put as command plus option plus C, and assign it. So this is command, option and C, but it is picking in the Windows format control alt C. Anyway, let's see how it works out. Just to check again, customize, keyboard, we go to okay, it's showing. Okay, so let's try to see. So I select this, maybe some other one. Okay, let's just check. And instead of pressing the buttons over here, I press command C, and let's see what happens. And I go over here and say V. Okay, it works. and I select it and press Command Option and C, and again paste over here. So it works. So the shortcuts are also working. So we can see that we've been able to put the Unicode feature also in the Vedabase now, as well as the font and the graphic setting we have done. So this finishes our installation of the Vedabase. And exit it. What you can do is this particular file which we have been able to make under the WineSkin Vedabase 2019, which is like 2.58 GB, we can share with other devotees or people who need it. This file you put in a USB drive, give to them. They can try on their Mac. I'm quite sure it might work on the M1, M2, as well as the old Intel Macs. We can just try. Otherwise, you can always use this method, this WineSkin thing, and I was checking. Right now this engine is showing this and wrapper version is showing this, but I was seeing that if we go to the the tools version, we can change the engine used also. And I'm not sure you can change the wrapper over here, but refresh wrapper, rebuild wrapper, update wrapper. So update wrapper and change engine used can be used to customize the same installation for other machines also, which means that you need to share with other devotees or people this particular folder, and they simply should click on it to run it. What I've seen is that when you put this give this file to someone else and they click on it to run it, it doesn't work immediately. It almost takes 4 to 5 minutes for something to happen. Otherwise it looks like nothing is happening on your computer. So you have to be patient, let it run. If some error comes, that's the other thing, then you can follow this process of either the complete process, or you can try to go to the advanced and go to the tools and maybe change the engine used or update the wrapper or something to the lower version. Otherwise you follow the complete process, or maybe it just works for you. That will save all the time. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So I'll just leave this page over here so that you can clearly see the different path. Just leave these two things, you might not need it. Just focus on these 3 links which you need. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.